Don't go far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Why don't you go fuck off until I'm good and ready?
I don't understand. This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Got me.
I don't know.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy.
Crane was carrying it. For part of the night, at least. I found it in his coat. It's pretty amazing it's still intact after the fight, the kidnapping, and then riding around with Bloody Mary for however...
Yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the Mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business.
I can't take those two right now. We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're over there bickering about bureaucracy. We're at war. Don't they realize that?
Do you need some help over there?
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
Okay, I guess I'll do it. I did call him, so I guess I had to.
Toad,
I had to do.
come here.
I guess I had to do him.
I see how it is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised?
Where's your glamour,
Well, you
man?
did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best.
I'm sorry,
Just
Toad,
need a
but,
little bit
you
of
had
dosh
go
to
the
cover
farm.
it.
We warned you so many
Try
times.
talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you.
I'm starting to think you don't take me seriously, Toad. How many times have I told you to get glamored up? You know that if you're out of glamour, I gotta send you to the farm.
Well, how about your friend the pig, Is he going to the farm too? Yeah? You thought we didn't know about him, huh?
Colin stays in my apartment. It's a lot different than a 3-foot-tall frog walking the streets.
What? If the pig doesn't have to go, I shouldn't either. Okay. If you give me one more chance and hear me out, I'll see a way for me and me boy to stay. I'm not gonna ask for any more than I need. I just want to stay. So what do you say you just give me enough to cover me glamours and we'll call the rest a wash? Please, Sheriff, don't take TJ from the only home he knows. This old glamour rule is oppressive. I've done nothing wrong but look different. You know it's not right, burdening the weakest of us like this.
I don't know. He just, as soon as he mentioned TJ, I'm like, now I need to think. Now I need to think. Ever since he just, since he just said TJ, now I'm like, maybe, but I'm pretty sure he has to go in the farm anyway.
This world isn't kind to those of us who
I'm
can't
pretty
pass
sure he
for
has to go in the
human.
farm
Hey,
anyway.
you've been
so
out
I'm
of glamour
sorry.
from the word go. I have no choice. You and TJ are going to the farm. There's a truck leaving tomorrow. I think you better go break it to your boy.
Big B.
Look, the damages might be a valid complaint, but that's a separate deal. Waylon Smith can see to that. The farm.
You're a real friend of the people, Sheriff. What a crock of shite. Government by the fables, for the fables, my arse.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
He's not?
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, But glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone.
I did it. He'll be gone tomorrow. Him and TJ.
It may not have felt good, but it was the right thing to do. You know that. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his goons.
If there's one thing I figured out, it's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White! I believe the mirror is repaired.
It's finally repaired.
I have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
Yeah, I want to see where he's ended up, too.
Yeah, I'd like to see what... yeah.
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
Oh, God. What the? How she's able to see?
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction. Looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings. So, let's not do that again, okay?
Looks like we'll have to track him down later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat, and that's the Crooked Man.
Okay.
Bigby, we don't have a lot of time.
Mirror, mirror, no time to pout. So, where does Crooked Man hang out? I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
The door. It moves.
What'd I tell you?
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait.
Okay.
When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. This can't be like it was with Tweedledum. I don't care if it gets out of hand. You don't let it come to that. I know that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain way.
I'll catch him and bring him back here, alive. And we can clean him and cook him together.
Good. I have enough to worry
Yes,
about
I'll
here
bring
while
him,
I
and
prepare
then
the case
and
against
then
him.
I'll.
So I'm going to
and
trust you to
then
handle
I'll
this
kill him.
properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
What is this? It's like a portal. It looks like one. And it is a portal. What? That's weird. Now who's that?
Tim! What the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you weren't here on a social call.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show up? You knew I was coming?
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear.
How?
I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do.
All right, let's get this over with. Come on.
That's all I want, Sheriff. Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard.
Tim, how can you be working here? You know who this guy is, don't you?
He's not as bad as you think. He doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle.
I can find the door myself. You should just get the hell out of here. Things are gonna get ugly in a minute.
Leave? I told you, I have to do this.
Hey, you've been warned. Stick around, and you're a part of this, just like anyone else.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up.
You don't need
I gotta go in
man.
with you.
I don't have time for this.
God bless us, everyone.
I'm pretty mad, bro. Come on. Let's just get the crooked man.
Am I some kind of fucking joke to you? What did I tell you, eh?
What the fuck? Holy shit!
Oh god. I knew it. I knew it. Yes.
I was wondering when you'd turn up. You know, Tim would have been happy to have let you in.
I'm so sorry, sir. He wouldn't
It's
wait.
all right, Tim. I shouldn't have expected the sheriff to give you respect enough to do your job. But you did fine. You can go now. You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
All right, you got me here. Let's talk.
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
I try to get the you know all. You and 22% of people said that. Yo, bruh. Oh my god. You know, it's just that the fact is that this is a short live stream. And just that the fact is that this is the last, it's just that the fact is that we're almost close to the end of this game. Like we're almost about to beat this game. And I am not in the mood to be playing Fortnite. We're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, and I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a new one. Like, so yeah. Make sure to like to subscribe.